to the live stream, or if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome from the YouTube world. I am Chris, and we have with us also is Garrett. You might hear some noise in the background. We got a couple friends just hanging out with us, vibing tonight. So
that's cool. I won't even introduce myself. You got it. Matter of fact, where do I unplug this thing?
Well, if you're looking at the screen right now, you can see all of our links to all of our pages that you can go follow us on. Please go follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, Apple iTunes, Google Podcast.
Yeah, all that's not up there, Chris. That is not up there.
Well, all I got to do is look for our name.
Okay, well, what we have up there is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So check out all those first if you like our social media pages, which you probably will. Then you can check out our Spotify and go from there. Ready?
I'm born ready.
Okay.
What's popping? Don't
Brand
mind
new
me just watching.
Podcast just logged in.
Hey. All right. Do we have any business to discuss before we get into tonight's topic?
Any business? Fuck yeah, we got business to discuss. We have merch.
We do have merch. Well, we have a merch.
We have a merch.
So it's kind of hard to see.
It's actually on our snake's eyes, but you can't see it with your eyeballs.
It's okay.
It's okay. I don't want to hold all this.
I'm coming to you. So look, there it is. The Campfire Chronicles bracelets. And then on the back, it says podcast. And there's like little spoopy ghosts on that side. And then there's a triangle with an eye in it for our conspiracy theories. We have an alien, and we have also Bigfoot. So,
if you're asking, it was Chris who designed them. So
I did design them. And we do have business cards coming as well.
Yeah, well,
so
business cards will be free, but can't promise that the bracelets are.
It depends on if I like you or not.
All right, the bracelets aren't free. Chris likes no one, so
exactly.
You're fucked.
No, that's not true. I like some people.
What do you think? $5 for a bracelet? $3? $2? 50 cents?
Honest, man, I don't even know at this point.
All right. Well, they're somewhere between 50 cents and $50. So, I guess that'll really tell you how much Chris likes you or not.
True that.
So
give me a sec because I was lazy and I forgot to get to my intro.
It's okay. It's not okay, but I mean it'll be fine.
Oh man.
Here, I'm gonna stop this and restart this, but you can. The live stream's still going, so I guess it doesn't matter.
No. It all good.
Yeah. While we're waiting, we do have a birthday shout out to do. Hopefully, Jillian is in the observatory.
If not, she'll watch it.
She probably won't watch it on YouTube. I don't know if she watches reruns.
Fake fan.
Fake fan.
For real.
Jillian, if you're here, say something in the chat room. If you're not here, then
don't say anything in the chat room.
Aren't fucking here.
Yeah. Anything.
That's okay. We'll wait. We won't do a birthday shout out yet. But whenever you're ready to do your fucking thing, by the way, hold on.
What? I'm in there like swimwear, okay?
Okay, well, go ahead.
Are you ready?
Born ready.
They go with the harder one?
No.
All right.
Just born ready.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Campfire Chronicles. I'm your host, Chris.
And I'm Garrett.
This week, we were discussing something from our Paranormal Chapter.
The growl comes in a different spot every time. I want you to know that.
I know. I kind of like it. Keeps everyone on their toes.
I'm not a fan.
So, we are going to be discussing the famous duo. Who are the famous duo, Chris?
Simon and Garfunkel.
No, Calvin and Hobbes.
Tom and Jerry. Ben and Jerry.
No. Cheech and Chong.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good one.
Kim Kardashian and the 40 other sisters.
That's okay.
So, no, we are doing Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yes. We are not going to be really going into detail on their actual investigation, stuff like that. I do have some notable ones that I will mention. But we figured since the new Conjuring movie is coming out, we'd go ahead and kind of sprinkle some Ed and Lorraine Warren into the mix.
Yeah, and we are going to get into the similarities and differences of the original Conjuring movie as well. It was based on a true story, but we can talk about that a little bit later on, whether or not it was based, entirely on fact, or maybe a little bit looser than what was once believed.
So, fun fact before we dive into it, I have never watched the Conjuring movies
At all.
at all. And another fun fact, I don't do horror movies at all. I do not like scary movies.
I knew that. Would you watch scary movies if I cuddled you during some?
No.
That's ridiculous.
No.
Well then, I truly don't understand what we're doing here right now.
Well, what's funny, God, that's not the first time I've heard that. What's funny is the whole reason why I don't like scary movies is because of Blair Witch Project.
That one wasn't even that bad.
I watched it when I was like 6.
What are you, a pussy?
Kinda.
All right. Well, there you go. Admitted it. It's recorded too. It'll be up on the fucking internet forever.
You are what you eat, right? That means I already eat it and I don't have it. So. Anyway, do you know who Ed was? Ed Warren.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was he?
He's a paranormal investigator.
Yeah, actually. But let me dive a little deeper into it for you. So, Ed Warren Miney. Or Minnie. It might be Minnie. M-I-N-E-Y. I don't know. I didn't look too
I'm going to go with Miney.
Miney was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut on September 7th, 1926.
Okay.
He was a paranormal investigator, painter, author, and this is one that's very important, a self-proclaimed demonologist.
Self-proclaimed demonologist.
Yes.
Okay.
He died August 23rd, 2006 in Monroe, Connecticut, and he was 79 years old. I don't know about you, but I was in 6th grade. Actually, I was about to go into 7th grade that year.
I was, whatever grade you were, I was a grade below you at that point.
So you'd be going into 6th.
Yeah.
Wow. How the time flies. What?
Nothing. Just keep going. I don't like the voices.
Look, man, that's how I make it through the day.
All your personalities are showing today.
Not all of them.
But most of them. Some of them.
Dude, I was vibing hard this morning. I was on a caffeine tangent.
That's scary.
Yeah, and don't remember if on our last live stream we did when we were talking about Abby, I was actually Snapchatting her, and I was doing Mickey Mouse voice,
Were you sending videos?
To her, yeah, because I know you don't answer it.
I don't even watch them. I usually just click through them because I don't watch anything.
Yeah, because you're a fake friend.
I guess.
Right in the heart. Hope it hurt too. But do you know anything about Lorraine Warren?
She was a psychic medium and also a paranormal investigator. What the fuck are you doing?
All right. Pull that away a little bit. Never mind. Wow, that is close.
Yeah, I'm good like that.
Okay.
Anyway, psychic medium and paranormal investigator.
You're kind of close.
Okay.
You're kind of close. She was born Lorraine Rita Moran or Morin. She was also born in Bridgeport, Connecticut, on January 31st, 1927. She was a paranormal investigator, author, professed to be clairvoyant, and a light trance medium.
Okay.
She died April 18th, 2019 in Monroe, Connecticut. She was 92.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's pretty recent.
Yeah. So she has done actually a couple podcasts and stuff, has gone on and talked, and she was actually very vocal with the community. So both Ed and Lorraine Warren were both
use the word both one more time in that sentence, I swear.
Ed and Lorraine Warren were both devout Roman Catholics.
Okay.
So everything was basically a demon. That's how they were. Do you know how they met?
Ghosts.
Kinda. So
that's the best answer I got.
You're kind of close. Ed grew up in a potentially haunted house. He remembers doors opening on their own and puzzling beams of light. This inspired Ed to teach himself demonology, where that's the self-proclaimed comes in. Lorraine was experiencing people's auras from the age of 7 years old, although she would not meet Ed until she was 16. Their connections to the supernatural realm led to an intense bond between the two of them. They married as soon as Ed returned from serving in the Navy in World War II. So basically what happened was like Ed was in the Navy and like his ship got like hit hard and it was going down and like he was scared that he was going to die.
Right.
So when he came back, they immediately got married. Which means, you know, they got married in 1945. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm all over the place.
Personality's trying to come out. Yeah. It's the demons. We're talking about.
Sorry. In 1950, Lorraine gave birth to their daughter Judy. In 1952, the Warrens founded the New England Society for Psychic Research, which is now the oldest paranormal team in New England.
Okay.
So, how Ed and Lorraine Warren were able to get into these houses and do investigations before they were like famous. But I am going to say this too. Everything they did, they paid out of their own pocket. They never really asked for money or anything like that.
Back when things were relatively affordable, if you were fortunate enough to have a little bit of money.
Yeah. So I mean, like they would go to different houses like Connecticut or like different places like Connecticut and, you know, Massachusetts and whatnot. And they did all this on their own dime.
Okay.
They would drive there, do gas, living expense, all that. But when they were coming up in the paranormal world, they would research houses they believed to be haunted, then drive to the house. After Ed painted the house, he would hand the painting to Lorraine. She would walk up to the door and knock on it and offer the homeowners the painting as their ticket into the house. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing is I've heard this two different ways. I've heard it that it was just a normal painting of the house, and then I heard it as Ed would paint the house with like somebody in the window or something spoopy. There'd be something spoopy in the painting.
To kind of like a coax?
Kinda. So once Lorraine would strike up a conversation with the homeowners, they would learn more about the property and the hauntings.
Right.
This process was how their investigation career began. So I've tried looking at different. Sorry.
It's okay.
I tried looking up different paintings from Ed Warren, and if the ones that I saw were real, they were kind of fucking scary.
Really?
Yeah, like one is
Were they good?
They weren't bad. Let me look up. Let me show you real quick. Ed Warren paintings. Bam.
Ed Warren paintings.
So if these were his,
okay. First of all,
the Nun.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I don't know if that one is legit or not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I think that is part of the series.
That's part of the Conjuring series. Is 2, correct?
I have no idea.
No. All of them? Oh.
Yeah, sorry. No, I have no idea. But the rest of the paintings there still are fucking creepy.
Yeah, I mean, they're good.
The only thing that's not creepy is that oil paint of the farmhouse.
This one?
Yeah.
No, that's still creepy to me.
Why?
It's just dark tones.
I guess.
Dark tones give off a more creepier vibe, I guess.
It's like sepia, man. Sepia photography.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Did I say that wrong? Did I say that word wrong?
Sepia? I don't know.
No, I said that right.
I don't know. If you think Garrett said that word wrong, let us know in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to us. Hit that like button and notification bell as well. So, where was I?
I don't know.
Oh, Yeah, so that's how they would get into the houses and whatnot.
Offer them a creepy painting of their own house.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
I don't know, man. I kind of like the idea.
I do not.
Like, if somebody painted the outside of my house.
If somebody came up to the front door of any house that I'm ever in and says, hey, I painted this painting for you. Also, I'm a paranormal investigator. And I look at the picture and it's something fucking creepy. I'm going to be like, get off my property right now.
I'm not. I'll dive deeper into it.
Yeah, well, you just like to invite bad shit.
No. I don't invite bad shit. Where are the flat clouds, my dude? These? I'm not gonna do that.
Oh god,
That's gonna flag.
Woo!
That's gonna flag us for nudity. You can't contain these puppies.
That was so close. That was so fucking close.
Yeah.
No, we can't do fat clouds today. But however, happy birthday, Jillian.
Happy birthday. I'm not gonna be as loud as I was on Snapchat.
Better late than never, I guess, right?
Yeah, for real. What a loser. Nah. 23 years old.
23 years old.
Yeah, do you remember when you were 23?
No.
I do.
Actually, kind of.
Yeah, you and I hung out and drank all the time.
23.
Yeah.
I was going through a lot of shit at 23.
Was I?
I had just turned 23, actually.
Was I?
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I was?
Yeah.
Oh, that would explain the drinking. You're multitasking for the boys.
Multitasking for the boys.
Yeah. You all right, kid? Next time I see you, you'll get a bracelet.
I tried to give her one, but she just happened to call out of work the day that I went to where she works. So.
Oh, it's okay. She'd rather have me hand deliver it to her.
You're probably right.
Yeah, because she loves me.
That's true.
Yeah. So, you're doing birthday dinner. Who cares? This is more important. Anyway, back on topic. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick moment of silence as I drink this water. Crispy. So, do you know some of their noted?
We're going to take another 2 seconds so that he can reset. God, dude.
Do you know some of their more... Oh my Christ on a pony.
More notable ventures?
Do you know some of their notable investigations?
Annabelle.
Yes.
They did the Amityville house.
Yep. Don't cheat by looking at my laptop.
I'm not cheating by looking at your laptop. I'm cheating by trying to remember everything of the research that I did. I don't have anything else. Y'all are very scatterbrained today. Yeah.
Very, very. I mean, we both...
Chris is scatterbrained every day.
Yeah. We're working outside. My brain is freaking fried.
No, I can't remember any other ones.
Okay. Well, starting off, we have the Goodins family case.
The Goodins family?
Yes, the Goodins. Goodins.
Okay.
It was poltergeist activity in their home in 1974. This was the first case where the Warrens experienced such a large media presence as they tried to conduct their investigation. Next one up is Annabelle.
Okay.
Now, if you have looked up Annabelle, the doll, it is nothing like the movie. I believe your research goes on that, correct, or no?
I don't think it does, no.
Okay. So if you look up the doll, it's literally a Raggedy Ann doll. That's it. And in 1970, a student nurse was given the doll. Supposedly, the doll behaved strangely, and a psychic medium told the student that the doll was inhabited by the spirits of a deceased girl named Annabelle. The Warrens, however, said the doll was being manipulated by an inhuman presence.
So, let's rewind. You said, and I'm trying to read it from where I'm sitting, supposedly the doll behaved strangely.
Yes.
And a psychic, I don't even care. It doesn't even matter what I say beyond that point. If a doll is behaving at all, that's a problem. It's a doll. It shouldn't be behaving at all.
So I did an investigation at Cabin on 360. I was talking about.
If you tell me that a doll moved, I'm never going back there.
Well, I didn't see it personally, but one of the people, we were sitting in the cabin upstairs, and she was sitting next to this doll, and she swore, like, the doll's arm went like this. Well, you can't see it. Yeah, it was like, yeah. Like, it just moved. And she jumped up, and she was like, what the fuck was that?
That's a quick way to watch me kill myself.
And on the on the spirit box, it went, hold me.
Nope.
And she was like, no, I'm not holding anything. And the guy that's next to her, her boyfriend, was like, hell, I'll hold it. And he picked it up. And I'm sitting over there like, I don't do dolls. Hell no. I was already uncomfortable in that room with a doll. So, hell to the no.
It said hold me for real?
Hold me.
I would have been fucking out of the
house.
And
then we asked the question, do you want him to hold her?
Hold this middle finger, motherfucker. I'm out.
And it went, yes. And I was like, nope. Be gone, Satan! That's how I feel about dolls. I don't like dolls at all. Fuck dolls. If anybody sends us a doll, I will personally smack you in the head. With the doll.
All right.
Yes.
Continue.
The next one is...
You just got very calm, very fast.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Everybody's coming out tonight.
Does that say Amityville?
It does.
Oh, shit.
It does. The next one's Amityville. I'm not... like I said, with all these, I have a little excerpt for all of them, but I want to do Amityville by itself because...
Honestly, I don't think it's worth an episode. We can give them a little teaser. Like we say, always do your own research.
Yeah. There is speculation that it was all made up.
Not just speculation. Isn't it proven at this point?
It's still speculation.
Okay.
Nothing has been hard evidenced on it. Some of the people involved were noted saying that it was a money-making scheme, which I can see that. You know, you're piggybacking off of the DeFeo family murders.
I think, unfortunately, you find a lot of that within the paranormal communities, not within the community itself, but people that are trying to basically rape the scene of that for money. And, you know, unfortunately, I think it happens a lot. The same thing can be said for psychic mediums. Same thing can be said for crystal ball readers and stuff like that. So, I mean, there's a huge, underground side of that where obviously... especially in the case of Amityville, with how much bullshit surrounds it and how much has come up, especially in I would be willing to say as recently as, a couple of years ago even, there's so much stuff that's popped up that just kind of makes it seem entirely fake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing about the medium thing, I'm kind of still skeptic on. But what kind of irritated me, I was listening to side note, but I was listening to one of the local country stations here in town, and a talk show in the morning that I cannot freaking stand. Y'all know who it is. Well, you do. Yeah, I'm not going to say it because they don't deserve the name. But they had a psychic medium tell one of the hosts or one of the talking people that he was going to die in 2023. And they paid 2 people to say it and act as psychic mediums, but they were just friends. Like, they were just hippie friends from somebody else in the radio station. And it pissed me off a little bit because I'm like, okay, there's legit people out there that are mediums that do this for, yes, I'm not going to say the name, but yes, that went and do this for a living, that they're good at it. They're really good at it. And then you have people that are just tarnishing that with dumb shit. And I cannot fucking stand those idiots. But on a different note, Amityville.
Yep.
This investigation is basically what put Ed and Lorraine in the spotlight. In 1975, George and Kathy Lutz claimed that their house was being haunted by a violent demonic presence so intense that it drove them out of their home. However, like I said, I don't believe Amityville was a thing. I believe that they piggybacked off of it, but that's my own opinion.
Do your own research.
Yep. The next one is the Enfield Poltergeist. In 1977, the Warrens investigated the claims of a family in Enfield, Connecticut, which was haunted by poltergeist activity. However, a lot of people claim it was a hoax carried out by the attention-hungry children, but the Warrens were convinced it was a case of demonic possession. Some say the Warrens weren't really involved that much, and they showed up uninvited and had been refused admittance into the house. This is also the inspiration for The Conjuring 2.
Okay.
So, and then I have some of the items that were in the Warren Museum. I actually didn't do the research on this one. I just went to Screen Rant, and Screen Rant had a list already. So, the first one is a haunted piano. The Warrens Occult Museum houses a haunted piano that Ed Warren would hear playing on its own, but immediately stop playing whenever he would go to the room to see what was happening. The Warrens allegedly got the piano from a priest after his death. The piano makes a brief appearance in the Conjuring universe, and Annabelle comes home when the babysitter goes into the room at the Warrens' house and plays a few keys.
Annabelle, how many fucking movies are there now?
There's like 4 or 5, something like that. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. So the next one, they have a samurai suit.
That's creepy.
Yeah, apparently the samurai suit, when you're near it, you can hear the distant screams of the victims that the samurai killed.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. Next one up is a vampire coffin.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I'm out.
But there's not much information on it.
A vampire lives in it.
Probably did. They have cursed photographs apparently.
Okay.
But basically the Warren Museum also claimed to have several cursed photographs in their possession among the other accursed objects in the museum as well. Number 11, they have demon masks. Yeah, some of them are pretty wild.
Those are fucking creepy.
I know. I wish I was able to like throw it to your laptop so we can put it on the screen, but
hold on. Here, you keep going.
Well, I'll kind of hold off until you figure that out. Actually, why?
It's okay. Just keep going.
So
I'm working on it.
Well, while you do that, I'm gonna look up how many Conjuring movies there is.
That's okay.
How many?
We have a guess of 5 coming from the room, by the way.
Guess of 5?
Oh, that was loud.
Well, there is 8.
Fucking 8?
According to this, they have 8. And I'm going to assume that the 8th one is the one that's about to come out. Yeah, so at the moment there are 7. After the next one to come out is going to be 8.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Warren Demon Masks. All right. That was really fast, wasn't it?
You find it? Hey, there's the picture. You're already on it. You're in the like swimwear. Hey, look, that's the same thing I'm on.
It sure is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go back. Keep talking. Stop. Why are you?
I don't know what to say in this. I don't. Para español primero dos, marque nueve. The Conjuring Chronology. Hang on. Getting something from the room. Ugh. Gracias. Okay. The Conjuring Chronological timeline. So, how you should watch it. You have The Nun, Annabelle Creation, Annabelle, The Conjuring, Annabelle Comes Home, The Curse of La Lorna, Conjuring 2, and The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Option 2, you can watch in the order of releases, which is, Conjuring, Annabelle, Conjuring 2, Annabelle Creations, The Nun, The Curse of La Lorna, Annabelle Comes Home, and Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Yeah, for anybody watching, by the way, those are your demon masks, and it's also the site and everything that we were using for the research, which is Screen Rant.
Yeah, I'm just
or
using
not
Screen
the
Rant
research, but the blog site.
Yeah, I use this just because it was easier.
Yep.
The demon masks. The museum has, I'm just gonna read off of it. So, the museum has various demon masks that don't seem to have specific lore around them. So they could just be an aesthetic for it, maybe, but who knows? They're all, yeah. The next one is a brick from Borley Rectory.
I don't even like any part of that sentence right there.
Borley
Rectory.
Yeah. Borley Rector. The Warrens Occult Museum holds some of the most haunted and cursed objects in the world, many of which were commandeered by the Warrens from their travels to haunted locations from across the globe. One object of particular significance is a brick from the Borley Rectory, a building that is said to be the most haunted building in the United Kingdom. I, for one, have never heard of it, but
nope.
Hey, look, that's something we could do.
I'm not going to the UK for that.
I would. I go to the UK.
Okay, have fun.
I go do spoopy shit in the UK. I've never been outside the United States, so I'd like to. We have children's tombstones.
I'm fucking out.
So,
why would you keep them?
I don't know. I don't like this. The reason I don't like that they have children's tombstones. Nobody should have a fucking tombstone to begin with. Period.
They go in the ground.
Yeah, they're there to mark the placing of someone's
tomb.
Yeah, that's. They have actual human skulls.
Okay.
Yep. They have the Perrin family music box.
Yep. Perrin family, by the way, is the family from the original the movie, like the original The Conjuring movie.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and to my understanding, and I think it does come up in my research. It might not, but she did not take it with permission.
Really?
She just took it. And by she, I mean Lorraine Warren.
Right.
Yeah, she just kind of took it from the house. She was supposedly going to put it back and then kept it.
The next one is the Pearls of Death, which is supposedly one of the most dangerous items in the Warrens Museum. The Pearls of Death is a cursed necklace that is said to strangle those who wear them, kinky, with their former owner complaining of being choked while wearing them. Fun fact, there's also things about the Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond is supposed to be cursed as well, because the people that have purchased it in the past and used it have died.
I think that's going to end up being on one of the kind of just the bullshit live streams that we'll end up doing.
Probably.
Just because we have a couple things that really aren't going to take up that much time.
Yeah.
So it's just something that we're going to do little 5-minute excerpts on.
Yeah. So, this one has nothing to do with the Conjuring series, but it is called the Conjuring Mirror. Basically, the mirror was used to summon or conjure up spirits. That's why they call it the Conjuring Mirror, but it has nothing to do with the Conjuring series. This freaks me out. They have a toy monkey. The one that has the...
With the symbols?
No, this one doesn't have symbols. It has a accordion.
An accordion.
Yeah, so it's like... And this one, this toy monkey actually appears in the Conjuring universe as well. It's supposedly, the monkey is possessed by a demon and enjoys stalking its victims before eventually murdering them.
Okay.
If I wake up one night...
I don't know why I laugh. That's not funny. That's not...
Honestly, if I wake up one night and there is a toy monkey sitting on my chest, I'm going to, throw it against the wall. What is it going to do? How is it going to kill me?
The monkey won't kill you. The demon will.
Well, as Bullet for My Valentine has said...
What the fuck is that?
Waking the Demon. It is a Santa idol. No, it is a Satanic Idol. Go ahead, pull this one up, because this one, when I was...
So when I got to this at like 10 o'clock last night, I got to this one and I was like, oh, hell no.
I don't even like...
Like, it's weird, man.
Yeah, no, I interrupted you on accident.
In the middle of my joke.
The joke was not as serious as what I saw on your laptop screen. So
can you zoom that up or zoom it in?
Just hold on a minute. You're so demanding.
I am, because I like things.
No, we can't zoom in.
That thing is weird.
I don't like that thing at all.
Like,
it kind of looks like me.
Kinda, yeah. With horns.
With the blue.
Yeah.
My horns are just not visible.
Is that your stomach growling, or is that the demon inside trying to get out?
My stomach growling.
It's the Satanic Idol coming out in you.
I didn't have enough food.
What the... Bro, we had a whole thing of out. So, the Satanic Idol manages to look both goofy and terrifying, with its widened eyes and slim figure cutting an unnerving figure.
Picture that thing in a corner at nighttime.
No.
With a lit candle directly underneath of it and no other light source.
So the funny thing is, this museum was also part of Ed Warren's office. And the idol...
Because he's a fucking psychopath.
God dang, man.
I'm hungry.
The idol itself was found in the woods of Sandy Hook, Connecticut.
Sandy Hook?
Sandy Hook. Apparently the Warrens believed it was used in satanic ritual. The idol was found by a young hunter who encountered an old man in black robes soon after seeing it. The hunter was put into contact with the Warrens, and the idol has been in the occult museum ever since.
Nope.
This one's also creepy as shit, too.
Looks like Gene Simmons. Tell me it doesn't look like Gene Simmons. Please hold.
It's a shadow doll.
It's a fucking Gene Simmons doll.
From Kiss. Come on, man. What are you doing? Hurry up. Get better at this.
Gene fucking Simmons right there.
Yeah.
It's missing the tongue. But that's Gene Simmons all the way. Reed, what are you doing?
It is a shadow doll. While Annabelle looks less threatening in real life than in her movie appearances, the shadow doll manages to capture Annabelle's terrifying cinematic design. The shadow doll is a nightmarish object that makes even Chucky look like something you want to cuddle with. While Annabelle is said to have attacked and scratched people, the shadow doll is said to have terrifying power of entering someone's dreams and killing them while they slept. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's Freddy Krueger.
I don't like how excited you got about it.
3, 4, you better lock the door.
We're gonna get flagged for that. We do not own the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street.
God, I wish we did though. You know how much money we'd be making right now. And then the last one is the real Annabelle doll, which, like I said before, it is a Raggedy Ann doll. That was given to a nursing student. That one right there. It is behind a glass box that is protected.
It's far less scary than the one in the movie.
Yeah, very less scary. Yeah, I know. Words and shit. So, that was some of the items that were part of the Warrens Occult Museum, which is right now shut down completely because, like, the county came in, I believe, or the city came in and was like, hey, there's not enough room to walk around in here for what you're trying to do. So, and then, actually, don't hold me to it, but our good friend in Gettysburg, Ghosty Girl, the haunted museum that they operate, I believe there is a couple pieces from the Warren Museum. I think one is a mirror, and I think the other one is a doll. I think, but I'm not too sure.
That's cool. They can keep them.
Yeah.
I don't I don't fuck with dolls.
So before we go into my last thing about skepticism, what do you got?
Okay. So we're going to rewind back to what you said about the Perron family, which was from the original Conjuring movie, The Conjuring. The Perron family claims that the events of the haunting were authentic. More than that, they continue to be haunted by the ghost. Wow.
Not the ghost.
Hello, Mike Tyson. How are you? Continue to be haunted by the ghost of Bathsheba.
Bathsheba?
Yeah, sure. Bathsheba. Bathsheba Thayer.
Hey, yo, Bathsheba, get over here.
A witch whose spirit still inhabits the house.
Okay. She sounds hot.
The film The Conjuring is actually less about the events that transpired among the members of the Perron family than it is about the demonologist Ed Warren and his clairvoyant, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's get into the facts about the movie. Neighbors advised the parents to leave their lights on at night.
Okay.
So some of this stuff was not featured in the movie. Some of it was. But we'll kind of go through it. There's 16 things on this list. Stop me if you want to. I don't really care. The old farmhouse in Rhode... Okay. And that's all we have.
And that's our show.
We're all out of time.
We're done.
The old farmhouse in Rhode Island that the parents moved into apparently was notorious in the area for some reason or another. Whether or not to the extent of the paranormal activity was realized, allegedly the neighbors advised the parents that they had best leave their lights on at night, though the reason behind that advice was probably not given. In the beginning, the activity was just small occurrences that could easily be explained away as part of living in an old house, noises, objects shifting, whatever. Nothing that could be immediately labeled as paranormal. Cindy Perron, one of the children who grew up in the house, said in an interview, things would either be moved all around in a different position than how I left them, or they would be all shoved up underneath the bed.
So, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's Cindy Perron. One of the parents had to make a new book or made another movie because it had nothing to do, like the Conjuring series never lined up correctly with what actually happened.
No idea.
I think that's true. I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, no idea. But it turns out that the house that they lived in was the site of many violent acts, including suicides, rapes, murders, and drownings. There were plenty of reasons for the neighbors to tell the parents to leave their lights on at night. So let's go to number 2. In the beginning, the ghosts were kind and benevolent. Before moving into the farmhouse, the Perron girls... Yeah. The Perron girls were 5 close sisters who were kind to each other. However, with their toys shifting around to different rooms when they weren't looking, suspicions and accusations began to creep into their minds. The sister started, just like me and you, with the rubber dildo that keeps going missing, but we're not going to talk about it.
Is that
the sister
your butt
started,
or mine?
Huh?
Is that in your butt right now or mine?
I don't keep it in my butt.
Oh, okay.
The sister started fighting vehemently.
Dude, can you get your stomach under control?
I'm fucking hungry, man. I did a lot of cardio today. That's when Cindy, the second youngest sister, decided that she would share her toys with the kids who were visiting her in her bedroom and playing with her toys because she could see them. At first, the children believed that the ghosts that were obviously walking around the house were kind of benevolent or at least harmless. The spirits served as playmates and even babysitters, and the children actually enjoyed their company. Number 3. According to the children, malevolent spirits began to fill the house after that. The Perron children didn't think much of living in a house with good spirits. They would go out and enjoy a family day, just exist like normal people. However, their parents were aware that something was profoundly amiss and were experiencing something more sinister. Their father would open the front door and be overwhelmed by a putrefying smell. They didn't know how to talk to their mother about what was going on, but something apparently was beginning to trouble, if not torment, the mom. Soon the benevolent ghost of the children had become accustomed to were replaced with evil spirits.
I wonder why that had a transition.
So I think it has something to do with the fact that evil spirits are always lingering and they're always kind of looking for their way in. They're waiting for that door to open. So as soon as they started communicating with benevolent spirits, they were like, wait a minute, I can overpower this fucking thing because I have way more power and start fucking with these people.
That, or a lot of times, like anytime you hear about like demonic entities, they always form as a child.
Right.
Because who's gonna get pissed off about a kid? Me, I will. I'll punt a kid across a fucking.
He won't actually.
Oh, I will. I will.
He won't.
I'll be the best babysitter you never want. Go ahead. Sorry.
One day, Cindy said to Andrea that a disembodied voice was telling her that about 7 bodies were buried in the wall. They later came to find out about the number of people who had died either in the house or on the property. Both people who lived there and people who were both people who lived there and people who were just passing through. I understand the wording now. The ghost of Bathsheba. I'm just going to keep saying it that way.
It's Bathsheba.
That's fine. Thayer threatened the family with doom and gloom. Carolyn, the family's matriarch, was the one who seemed to experience the worst aspects of the haunting at the Rhode Island farmhouse. Shortly after the family moved there, she claimed she was visited at night by a woman in gray whose head was hanging at her side, which is creepy as fuck. If you can picture that, with your head hanging by her side. No,
like down by her side.
Like fucking holding it like a pumpkin.
Like, so pumpkin head.
Oh, yeah. I guess. I don't even know what that is. Bathsheba Thayer lived in the farmhouse in the 19th century and had 4 children, 3 of whom died. She was accused of sacrificing an infant to Satan by stabbing it in the back of the neck with a knitting needle.
Hell yeah!
Though the evidence could not be held up in court.
Hell yeah!
When Carolyn received a mysterious stab wound in her leg that seemed to be similar to the one that killed the infant, Lorraine Warren suggested that Bathsheba had taken her knitting needles to the grave and was using them in hauntings.
That sounds like my type of woman.
Shout out Casey Anthony.
Oh.
Number 5. Carolyn believed that Bathsheba Thayer's spirit inhabited her body.
You gotta give me a minute. I wasn't ready. Oh my god.
It's okay. She was acquitted.
Yes, I think she also. Now she's a private investigator.
I don't give a fuck what she is. She should be dead. Bathsheba Thayer's haunting at the house allegedly began as harmless poltergeist activity. The family members. I love how we just jump back in, like that didn't just happen. The family members might find themselves prodded, poked, or even pinched. Objects would be mysteriously moved from one place to another, as we already said fucking 6 times already. Thank you. Much was attributed to the friendly ghouls until things got much, much worse, which we also said, 7 times. The local lore says that Bathsheba, a witch, made a pact with the devil in which she was granted youthful beauty but at a high cost. She was turned into stone upon her death. As a ghost, she was condemned to torture people, possibly out of jealousy for beauty that could never again be hers. Enter Carolyn Perrin, a beautiful woman and the wife of Roger Perrin. Andrea believed that Bathsheba wanted Roger and was prepared to do anything to get him.
So, if Bathsheba was real, I wonder how hot she was.
Yeah, so I don't know about that. But let's...
Hey, hold on real quick. Given the opportunity.
No.
You wouldn't tag
No.
a chick from the 1700s if you were back then.
Right. Oh, if I was back then?
Like, if you were, like, your whole Margaret thing... Like
that would have been like the 1920s.
No, but like if you jumped into Mel's hole, which were very hot back in the day. Well, I mean, they're still hot now. There's a few witches that I follow on Instagram.
Okay.
That are.
You want to name them?
Beautiful. No. They know they're beautiful. Excuse you. They're beautiful, but no. Given the opportunity, would you tag a 1700s? Witch?
If I also existed in the 1700s?
Yeah.
I guess.
I'd blow her fucking back out.
Okay.
I would have her praising God as a witch.
So anyway, like I was saying about the movie, so in the movie The Conjuring, the premise of the movie is that the witch is basically trying to sacrifice the children, or the one child in particular, and then ends up
do you want me to get you food?
Kinda. Not right now though. But no, so the witch ends up what do you call it, possessing the mom, so that in her human body, she can sacrifice the child.
Okay.
However, like it just said, they think that the witch was actually trying to possess the wife so that she could get after Roger, which is the husband.
Okay, so the witch just wanted to jump Roger's bones.
Yes.
I mean,
He was sexy.
I mean, if a chick,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Number 6. A family friend contacted the Warrens. In the movie, Carolyn contacts Ed and Lorraine Warren to see if anything can be done about the hauntings. The woman was desperate to relieve the family of the horror. However, in real life, it was a family friend, not Carolyn, that brought them into the story. They were in nearby Connecticut where they were working on other cases of paranormal activity. Andrea said, well, we never actually contacted the Warrens. Our friend Barbara went to see them in Putnam because...
Putnam where?
Because they did things all around the area. They were informed about us. So, the Warrens decided to go there because family friend reached out and whatever.
Get it under control.
I can't stop it from happening.
Do we need to seal it off or something?
I hope it's audible on the microphone because I'm dying from the inside. I'm literally going to turn into a skeleton soon.
If you die, are you going to haunt me?
Probably. Fuck
That's
you.
fine. That's fine. We need a code word for if you die. Actually, fun fact.
Okay, how about
Harry
this?
Houdini.
My eyes rolling back into my head and then me fucking emptying my bowels into my pants.
No, not in the house. If you do it on the bathroom, in the toilet.
So, here you go. Number 7. The family claimed that Ed and Lorraine Warren made things worse.
Nina said the growling it is.
Sweet. In the movie, the Warrens successfully exorcised the house and cleaned it of all its evil spirits. However, the parents claimed that the Warrens didn't do anything to make the ghost leave. In fact, they made everything worse. The Warrens began by talking to each of the family members about what happened. They later conducted a seance with the parents in the basement of the home. Lorraine never talked publicly about what happened during the ritual, but she was clearly disturbed by some of the things that she saw. Andrea claimed to sneak down into the basement during the seance. She said, my mother began to speak a language not of this world in a voice not her own. Her chair levitated and she was thrown across the room. So that part was actually reported, which is fucking mind-blowing because if I saw that happen, again, immediate suicide. The Warrens continued to visit the family over the next decade. However, their best-intentioned efforts did not alleviate the paranormal activity at the house. Though the family claims that the movie The Conjuring is based on real events that happened to their family, its plot was mainly drawn from consultations with Ed and Lorraine Warren, not what actually happened. Let's talk about Hide and Clap.
Hide and clap?
Oh, you haven't seen the movie. That's right. So, in the movie, they play a game called Hide and Clap.
Okay.
Where and it was like, I don't know, it's kind of like...
Prop hunt?
Kind of.
Where you hide and you whistle?
So, I think they get like 3 claps. So, somebody goes and hides, and then you have a seeker, right? The daughters used to play Hide and Clap with everybody in the house. And, so you would have one seeker and you would go, okay, first clap. And that tells, and you're blindfolded. So you have no idea where you're going, but you have to go off of sound.
Okay.
Now let's talk about this. In the movie, Hide and Clap is a variation of the classic game Hide and Seek, except it is way, way creepier.
Actually, I'd be down to play that.
It sounds like fun. In Hide and Clap, the person who is blindfolded while everyone else... Oh, I could have just read this. It explains the entire game. She then claps, and anyone around has to clap in response until someone has been found. In the movie, the blindfolded mother is tormented by Bathsheba Thayer, who repeatedly claps her hands to taunt her. In real life, the girls enjoyed playing hide and seek, especially in the warmer weather. During one of their first games of hide and seek about 6 months after moving into the house, Cindy decided to hide in the woodshed. To make things a little more fun, she climbed into a wood box that had nothing more than a wood panel covering it, no latch, key, or anything. Once she realized that her sisters weren't going to come after her, she decided to let herself out by pushing the panel up. However, it wouldn't open. There were no air holes, nothing. Cindy pushed and screamed, hoping that someone would hear her and let her out, but 20 minutes later she realized that no one was coming. She lay there in a pool of sweat and tears when her sister Nancy came and simply opened up the lid with no problem. Cindy was hysterical and unable to breathe. So they did not play hide and clap. Hide and clap was made up for the movie. However, they did play hide and seek and apparently get stuck in boxes.
I'd play hide and clap. I remember being a kid. We used to play hide and seek in the dark.
Flashlight tag?
No.
No?
No, we just hide in the dark, and then, like, the seeker would come in the room.
I have a really sad story about hide and seek.
Yeah, we know. You were hiding, and nobody came to find you, and when you got back to the house, everybody was like, oh, didn't realize you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of the fucking... We went out to Blacksburg, near Virginia Tech, and we were at a house surrounded by, like, 13 acres of woods. And we were playing hide and seek in the woods, and I hid in a rock pile and put my hood on, and it was pitch fucking black outside, so nobody could see me, and I was wearing a black hoodie.
Marco Pollo.
Well,
I don't speak Spanish.
They never found me, and they stopped looking. They all went back to the house and had hot chocolate. I walked in freezing cold, very upset.
I mean, I guess, yeah, that'd be like Marco Polo. But instead of saying Marco and Polo, I could see having, like, a 3-clap rule. Or something like that.
We couldn't. The problem is that we either would need to play.
Actually, I'm illiterate in 5 languages.
So you're illiterate in 2 languages? So, number 10. The parents believe that Bathsheba's ghost still haunts them. The parent family was invited onto the set for the filming and production of The Conjuring. At first, all of them were willing to go, but just beforehand, Carolyn changed her mind and decided not to attend. Perhaps she was unwilling to dig up that part of her past, but other people in her family needed the opportunity to begin to find closure and lay it to rest. When the family was visiting the set, Andrea Perrin claims that a rogue came out of nowhere and swept through the facility and knocked down anything in its path, including cameras, lights, and people. The family immediately assumed that the wind was part of what they called Bathsheba's curse. At the same time that the wind blew through, Carolyn fell and broke her hip. Carolyn claimed from her hospital bed that Bathsheba did not want to be exposed. We're not going to go to... Oh, actually, we will go into that. Number 11, the house's occupants allegedly have a long history of paranormal disturbances. So, this could be part of what you were talking about, where they kind of took the one daughter or whoever and made a separate movie.
Maybe. I could be wrong on that.
Possibly.
That. So,
We'll look into
don't quote me on it.
It's okay. If Chris is wrong, roast the shit out of him.
Or, yeah.
It may be.
Let me know in the comments. On YouTube, Twitch, whatever. Let me know.
It may be the case that the spirits from the farmhouse featured in The Conjuring were more attached to the family than to the territory. In fact, Andrea and Cindy Perrin had described their transition to the house as a calling that began 8 months before their parents even found the property. They loved the house. Cindy described it as a piece of heaven inside hell. I don't even like that description.
That's like my life.
Okay. That is terrifying.
I'm still trying to find heaven because my life is hell.
So this will be the last thing that I read. The house's current owner disagrees.
I was going to ask if you had anything on that.
Yeah, Nancy Sutcliffe, who now owns the property that the parents used to occupy, is adamant in claiming that the house is absolutely not haunted. She insists that ever since purchasing the property in 1987, there have been no paranormal disturbances or supernatural events, not even from the benevolent spirits that visited the Perrin family shortly after they moved in, which has led her to make attempts to discredit the entire story. But, again, they could be attached to the family and not the property.
All right. In theory, then you could say that Amityville might have been the same thing, but...
Mentally ill from Amityville.
I don't know. But
accidentally kill your family still. What? It's okay, it's a song.
Don't get us flagged. You're getting us flagged.
Okay. I don't own the rights to that song, by the way.
So the last thing I have is skepticism about the Warrens.
Yep.
Now, basically, this is from the New England Skeptical Society,
okay,
which was posted in July 1997 by Perry DeAngelis and Stephen Novella. Perry DeAngelis was a podcaster who was the co-host on Skeptic's Guide to the Universe. And then Stephen Novella is an American clinical neurologist and assistant professor at Yale. So it's pretty lengthy, but we'll get through it together. So,
do we need to turn this into a part 2?
Skepticism. No, because you gotta remember there's a couple spots where we cut it and
okay, you better read fast.
Yeah. Ed and Lorraine Warren has been investigating hauntings for over 40 years and claim to have mountains of proof for the existence of ghosts. We sought to examine their evidence to see if it stands up to the scientific rigor they claim to endorse. Ed and Lorraine Warren hunt ghosts, apparitions, demons, possessed people, places, and things. They have been doing that's a typo. They have been doing it for decades and claim to have looked at nearly 8,000 cases. They are world renowned for this practice, and they they used to dwell in Monroe, Connecticut. As a regional skeptical organization, we have taken on the task of investigating local paranormal claims. We sought to evaluate the phenomenon of ghosts in the generic sense, referring to all manner of spiritual manifestations, and see if there is any evidence to support the hypothesis that the phenomenon exists. On the matter of hauntings, the Warrens are one of the preeminent experts, and they are local, so naturally we decided to look into their work. Also, they claim to have scientific evidence which does indeed prove the existence of ghosts, which sounds like a testable claim into which we can sink our investigation teeth into. I'm going to kind of go down a little bit. I don't like
the way that was phrased.
Sink our investigational teeth. I want to sink my investigational teeth in you.
Investicles? That sounds disgusting.
I want to sink my investicles into your teeth.
Slow it down, Turbo.
Yeah.
From Daniel.
Whoa.
DT Ginger.
So, on the museum tour, Ed warned us not to touch anything in the main room as we would open ourselves up to possible possession. If we did accidentally rub against something, which was nearly unavoidable in the cramped space, we would report it so that he could purify our auras before we left. The room was cluttered of collected stuff garnered over the Warrens' 40-year career, which included paintings, masks, statuettes, and many books. That doesn't matter. Here we go. The photographic evidence. The vast majority of the Warrens' physical evidence is photographs. They have hundreds of ghost shots taken by them and those who work for them. The Carousel restaurant, location for the Warrens' weekly classes and said to be haunted, have their own collection of such photographs. I'm just trying to kind of cut it through here. The bulk of these photos are simply blobs of light on a piece of film. There are dozens of ways to get such light artifacts onto film, but most fit into one of three categories: flashback, light diffraction, or camera cords. Rare double or multiple exposures create more interesting but still artifactual photographs. Flashback is simply light from the camera flash reflected back at the lens. So-called ghost globals are spheres of light rather than wispy forms. The images, however, are curiously reminiscent of light diffracting around a point source. Let's see. There is something in here I want to find because I don't need to read all of it. The video evidence. That's what it is. The other evidence that the Warrens possess is video. Their piece de resistance is Ed's video. I don't know why I air quoted that. Why did I air quote it?
I don't know.
Video of the famous white lady.
Because French isn't real.
They aren't real. The French aren't real. They weren't real in World War II. I'm sorry if you're French. This camera angle gives me.
You don't have to apologize. Vibes. They won't do anything about it.
Interrogation vibes. I didn't do it, man. I didn't do it. So anyway, one of their famous videos is the White Lady of Union Cemetery in Easton, Connecticut.
Can't say that nowadays.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that's culturally appropriate. We have only been able to view this tape in the Warrens' home because Ed refused to give it to us for analysis. I didn't say anal ISIS that time. Analysis, a common theme in our investigation. The tape apparently shows a white human figure moving behind some tombstones, like videos of UFOs, Bigfoot, and the Loch Ness Monster. However, the figure is at the perfect distance and resolution so that a provocative shape can be seen, but no details which would aid definitive identification.
No one even knows what that means.
Nobody knows what it means, but it's
provocative.
Can you tell me what movie that's from?
Absolutely not.
Blades of Glory.
Awesome.
Yep. I believe so. I think it's Blades of Glory.
Don't own the rights. Got it.
So, Ed Warren,
Whoa.
can you get your coronavirus under control, please?
Absolutely not. Go.
Thank you.
I'm vaccinated, Chris.
Me too. Ed Warren has not investigated the video with any scientific rigor and refuses to allow others to do so. Despite Ed's insistence that he is engaged in scientific research, he continues to jealously hoard his alleged evidence rather than allowing it to be critically analyzed as is necessary in genuine scientific endeavors.
Ow.
Dude, get yourself under control. You're all over the place. The Warrens did, however, give us one of their other pieces of video evidence. This showed a man dematerializing. It was taken by a mounted camera in a dining room in the middle of the night during one of their investigations. On the tape, a young man walks into the room, scratches his head, and disappears. This extraordinary occurrence is quickly followed by a ghost light appearing momentarily on the window behind the scene. We gladly accepted the tape, took it to the HB Group, a professional video company, for detailed video analysis, and this is what they said was all about it. Like a dick shape?
Provocative. Yep. That was a while back.
Okay. So they said that they are on the tape. They are witnessing a wipe in the segment.
Okay.
Although there are several different ways in video editing to achieve a wiping effect, the most simple way is front to back. Simple ways has been employed here. Deliberately or accidentally, the camcorder stopped recording on the final frame of the person in the room and resumed recording just a few seconds after the person had moved outside of the view of the camera. On a related observation, the properties of light alone could dictate 100 different explanations for the mysterious dot of light that appears a few seconds after the man vanishes. However, I believe that this dot of light was caused by the reflection through the dining room window of the headlights of a passing car. So, basically, all that happened, took it to him, and basically the Warrens said that it's unexplainable. It's unexplainable. Nothing about it.
So what you're saying is there's a lot of skepticism with each and everything that they've ever turned in to be further examined, from photo evidence to video evidence to audio to everything.
Yep.
And they've debunked a large portion of it.
Yeah. Another thing are eyewitness testimonies, which, I mean, you can...
there's not really a way to disprove those.
No, but at the same time, when we had Steve on here, for shout out a couple episodes ago, he was basically saying, I mean, you can't do anything with that information. Yeah. It's all just ghost stories at that point.
Yeah.
You know, you can believe it if you want, or you can be skeptical if you want. But a lot of the time, these people that were doing the skepticism were talking about hypnagogia, basically when you're sleep deprived and you see shit. And since a lot of investigations happen late at night,
so sleep deprivation.
Yeah, but they called it hypnagogia, something like that. Whatever. I don't know, man. I just work here.
Welcome to Campfire Chronicles live stream, where Chris is going to have a stroke on camera.
Every week, 7 p.m. Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, God. That was fucking all over the place. Every week, 7 p.m. Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time. The fuck? You think we were drunk as fuck on here.
So that's... We should get hammered and do a live stream.
No, that's a terrible idea.
No, that's a good idea.
Okay, well.
But that's kind of the information I have. With what I horribly read, what I have horribly read, what are your thoughts on the Warrens?
I'm like a 50-50 shot right now. I think some of the stuff they did was real. I think a lot of the stuff that they did was over dramatized, maybe, for simple fact of, a business draw,
Yeah.
because it keeps them employed. Nobody likes, everybody likes security for their employment.
Yep.
And if that's what you do full time, you want to create a reason for there to be something to do all the time. So, I think, like I said, I'm going to go 50-50. I think that some of the stuff they did was real. I think that some of the stuff they did was fake. I think that the evidence that they have that they actually turned in was obviously, for the most part, debunked and deemed not proficient.
Yeah.
Unproficient? Inproficient. I don't know. Deemed not good enough.
There you go. Speak like Chris.
So yeah, 50-50.
So, I don't know, man. I think they were really genuinely good people. I do think wholeheartedly they believed in what they did.
For sure.
But same way, same thought process.
Think they got a little theatric sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's easy to get theatrical
to a degree. If you do it as a career, I almost feel like you have to sometimes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as shitty as that is, you have to turn something. I think Abby says. I think it started out good, but then they started to see where it could go. Huh? True.
Yeah. I mean, like they started out like that's what they wanted to do, was to help people and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, like the media and everything, they had to embellish it. Kind of like Ghost Adventures or all those paranormal TV shows. I mean, in real life, they're probably all really cool people. I can't speak for sure, but they're probably all really cool people. But on TV, you have to be, yeah. Well, Abby says, fuck Zach Baggins, whatever you want to call. But yeah, I think they're all cool people in real life, but on TV, you have to be embellish it.
Yeah. I think once you get into the entertainment field with it, and you start to do things that are televised, and you start to do things that are going to generate that much buzz, because it is such an interesting topic of conversation for most people to have, that's where you're going to kind of lose touch with, why you got into it in the first place. So I would have to agree with Abby a little bit. I think that they got into it with good intentions, and then it became lucrative as far as the money.
Well, I mean, you do have to praise them, though, because they're
pioneers.
Yeah, I mean, they started making paranormal investigation or the paranormal less taboo. And I mean, in the late 90s, early 2000s into now, you have all these paranormal TV shows that kind of it was all taboo still back then, but it was more talked about. It was now being talked about and spoken about.
Yeah.
Where back, way back then, it was kind of like, nah, I don't really want to talk. Abby says, at the end of the day, get that bread, then leave. So, I mean, they did what anyone would do, I guess. Get that head, get that bread, go. Gains.
And on that note,
I want to thank y'all for listening. If you're enjoying our show, be sure to follow us and stay tuned for more episodes to come.
And as always, do your own research.
And I can't really say bye to the ones because they're already dead, but bye!
Bye.
Oh, man, that was a fucking train wreck of a show. Oh.
Oh, really?
That one moment when you're still alive.
We are.
Yeah, we're still live right now.
We're still live. Everyone say hi to our very good friends, Abby and Daniel. They've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Abby said something about wanting to be on camera.
No, she didn't. You can very much tell that we're here. Because
Much good read.
There's a 16-second lag from this, so whenever I talk, I'm responding to what you're already saying, and you haven't even heard it yet.
So if you want to see Abby, that's Abby. That's Daniel. That's Garrett. And that's me. So, much good read.
They'll see that in about 20 seconds.
I think we need to do something else other than the paranormal for next week. I need a palate cleanser.
Okay.
Do you want to do something conspiracy wise? Something that you can. Do you have time to do research on something conspiracy theorist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I need a palate cleanser. Because this.
I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing though.
That's fine. This episode was a complete and utter shit show. But if you liked it, if you liked the shit show and the clusterfuck, leave a comment below. If you're watching this on YouTube, again, like I said, subscribe, like, hit that notification bell. More than likely, you will see this every Wednesday, probably around 9 p.m. So you can check that out as well. But you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
Subscribe
Twitch.
to Chris Strokes.
Yeah, subscribe to Chris Strokes. Yes. Yes. Subscribe to my OnlyFans where I just stroke out. You decide what that means.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm way too tired for that.
No, you're hungry.
I'm all of the above.
I'm Daniel.
I was gonna say.
All right, I think should we end or you want to talk a little more?
I don't care, man.
Let's
Come on, end my
figure out what? What'd you say? The comb?
A mullet and he starts carrying around a comb.
Coma, chameleon.
No, I'm combing my mullet, man.
We don't own the right. We're still live. We're not. We don't own the rights to the fucking music. Christopher.
Stop beating the table!
He's hungry.
Off.
Hey, we got some fucking pizza in there.
Yeah,
Pizza, I'm out.
Yeah. So, hope y'all enjoyed. If, like I said before, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like, comment, share. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your mother, tell your grandmother about me, him, all of us. And we will see you later.